safety, we ask that you please remain fully seated at all times, keeping all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck at all times, and please supervise your children at all times. Now, we are a photo safari, so please take plenty of photos, but we ask that you please hold on to those cameras and phones. That is because if they do drop off this truck while we're out on the reserve, we are not permitted to stop and get them. Unfortunately, they may not be returned to you the same condition that you left of it. So please hold on to those cameras. And we ask that you do, please do not yell, do not call out to the animals, do not make any whistling noises, clicking noises, or any other kind of noise you can think of, including imitating their noises. We do ask that you please do not do that, guys, as they are wild animals. You are visiting their home, so please show them the respect that they are due. We do also ask that you please be courteous to the other guests around you, as some guests may be newer to our safaris and are trying to listen to the facts given out. Now, to our right there, guys, right by the bamboo there, hiding in the bush there, looks like we see an old copy there. Now, copies are shy or inclusive animals, so that's probably why he's off in the corner there. Now, even though the copy does have striped legs, his closest relative is actually the giraffe. Now, even though you're in the little terrain forest, guys, the animals use their natural markings as camouflage. So let's keep our eyes peeled, guys. You never know, they might be camouflaging themselves from us, especially if we're loud. Right against the rock wall there, guys, it looks like we see a black rhino there. Now, black rhinos are solitary creatures. They can weigh up to about 3,000 pounds. Now, they are critically endangered as they are poached for their horns. Their horns are made out of keratin, the same thing your fingernails and hair is made of. Now, last estimated, there's about 3,600 left of the black rhinos left on the planet due to poaching and human encroachment. So to our left here, guys, it looks like we see some greater kudos there. Greater kudos can get up to about 55 inches to the shoulder in a standing position. Now, they appear to be female greater kudos, as male greater kudos would have horns. Now, let's go check down by the river, see what we might spot down there. To our left there, guys, we're behind the island there. Looks like we see some Nile hippos there. Now, Nile hippos can be quite aggressive and quite territorial. This animals are in the water only going up at nighttime degrees. Now, they can stay underwater for about 8 minutes without coming back up for air. Now, might not look it, but a Nile hippo can actually outrun a human on land and outswim them in the water. The birds there on the island appear to be pink-backed pelicans. Now, pink-backed pelicans get their names thanks to their backs turn during their mating season. They can have a wingspan anywhere from 7 to 9 feet. They are colonialists. There is a list of colonies anywhere from 20 to 500. Also to our left here, guys, looks like we see some Nile crocodiles there. Now, Nile crocodiles can get up to about 16 feet long. Their main source of food is fish because they do live in the water. Now, that does not mean that they can't take an animal twice their size, such as a zebra or a white-bearded wildebeest, as they do have a bite strength of about 2,000 pounds per square inch. Now, a Nile crocodile can have a lifespan of about 90 years. Now, when I look at the crocodiles, do actually benefit off of hippos. As I said, hippos are quite aggressive and quite territorial. So whatever animal does happen to step into a hippo's territory will eventually flip down the river to the crocodiles, and the crocodiles will take care of the rest. We're to one of my favorite parts of the reserve. This is the savannah. The savannah is known to be a superhighway for migratorial animals and all of our iconic animals such as white-bearded wildebeest. Now as we go down the hill here, guys, looks like we see a Maasai giraffe there. Now Maasai giraffes can get up to about 18 to 20 feet tall. Now the surprising fact about giraffes is that they do not need that much sleep. They actually only need about a half hour. They don't take that half hour altogether. They take 1 to 2 minute micro naps throughout the day. Now giraffes are browsers. They'll browse the treetops for vegetation. They get up to about 75 pounds worth of vegetation each day. They do have a high metabolism. Now to our left there, guys, hanging out in the cave there, it looks like we see some African wild dogs there. Now African wild dogs are also known as painted dogs due to their distinct markings. Now they do hunt as a pack, and in doing so they have one of the highest success rates when it comes to hunting, which is about 93%. Now they get that high success rate by chasing their prey until their prey is exhausted. They are led by an alpha male and an alpha female. They are very family oriented, as they'll make sure that they're going to eat first before anybody else. Now still to our left here, guys, looks like you can see some sable antelopes there. Now sable antelopes can reach at the speeds of about 35 miles per hour. Now they will protect themselves against predators such as lions and cheetahs by using their horns. Now we can notice these termite mounds here, guys. These termite mounds will be used as a scratching post by elephants. Elephants will eventually wear them down to a point where a smaller animal can use them as a lookout post for predators. To our right there, guys, up on the hill there. Right next to that road there, it looks like we see some springboks up there. Springboks can leap up to about 6 feet in the air, 13 feet going forward. They can get up to speeds of about 60 miles per hour. They're also known to be the national animals of South Africa. Also to our right there, guys, right next to that road there, you see a white-bearded wildebeest there hanging out with the springbok there. Now the white-bearded wildebeest, they do have a population density second to most humans. They can live in herds anywhere from 100,000 to 1.5 million. They will lay down in rows facing off in different directions. That way when they are scared by predators, they do not run into each other. Looks like we see a few more Maasai giraffes off to our left here, guys. Now, Maasai giraffes can weigh anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 pounds. They are deceptively fast as they can run up to speeds of about 30 miles per hour. there, guys, facing away from us there. Looks like to see a male elephant there. Now, male elephants can weigh up to about 11,000 pounds. Now, they will be pushed out of their herds in their mid-teens as they can become quite aggressive to the rest of the herd. To our left there, guys, all the way back. That rock wall there, looks like to see some mandrills there. Now, mandrills are terrestrial, meaning they spend most of their time on the ground. Fully grown male mandrills can weigh up to about 100 pounds. Now, they do have red and blue markings on their faces as well as their backs. The red of their faces will become more vibrant as they get more excited or more agitated. Go to our right here, guys. We notice these indents to the right plane here. These indents appear to be made by elephants, so you can see some elephant tracks off to our left here. Now, elephants will sometimes eat red clay in order to get nutrients that they cannot get from the vegetation that they eat, such as iron.
Look at that big elephant right out your window.
Now we check out this tree here, guys, right to our right of us here. That is a baobab tree, also known as the tree of life or an upside down tree. Now that tree will not have leaves for about 9 months out of the year. It does have to conserve water when there are water shortages in the savannah. Elephants will actually puncture the trunks of these baobab trees to obtain water when there are water shortages. Might not look it, guys, but elephants do actually have sensitive skin. They'll throw sand and dirt on themselves in order to prevent themselves from getting sunburned. Now, they drink about 40 gallons of water each day and hold about 5 gallons of water in their trunk. Now, holding water in their trunk as they learn habit, I mean they must learn it over time. Now, sadly, it is estimated we lose about 96 elephants a day due to poaching and human encroachment. They are poached for their wide ivory tusks, and the human encroachment I talk about, guys, is coltan mods. Coltan is a metal found in cell phones and other personal electronic items. So guys, the next time you upgrade your phones, please do the research to save your recycle your old phones or any old electronics. That way we do not have to mine for more coltan. It'll help out the elephants quite a bit. Now, still to our left here, guys, looks like to see any flamboyance of greater flamingos here. The greater flamingos are actually gray when they hatch. It takes about a year and a half for them to get that biggish color that we see here. They get that biggish color from eating brine shrimp and the carotene in the shrimp. Now, in fact, about flamingos, the reason why they do stand on one leg is that they are trying to conserve energy by doing that. To our left there, guys, looks like we see a crash of white rhinos there. Now, white rhinos go way up to about 5,500 pounds. Now, we might see them, but they might not see us, as they do have very poor eyesight. They rely mostly on their hearing and their sense of smell. Now, both black rhinos and white rhinos do have a charging speed of about 35 miles per hour. Now, these guys here are southern white rhinos, as northern white rhinos are now extinct due to poaching and human encroachment. The reason why white rhinos are called white rhinos is because due to a misinterpretation of the native word of bite, meaning wide jawed. As you see, the white rhino does have a wide jaw for grazing capabilities. To our left here, guys, right at the corner there, right by that tree stump there, looks like to see a cheetah up there. Cheetahs can reach at the speeds of about 65 miles per hour. You see you reach that speed in about 0.3 seconds. Now, unlike other big cats, cheetahs' claws do not retract or remain out at all times, as it helps them to create traction for themselves. On the rocks there to our left there, guys, looks like we see some lions out there. Now, lions are nocturnal hunters, meaning that they hunt mostly at nighttime. Now, when it comes to hunting, it is the lioness that does most of the hunting, while the male lion will remain home with the cubs and protect their territory. To our right there, and all the way in the back there, guys, looks like you see a couple of female ostriches there. Back at the other female ostriches, because they do have great feathers, but like male ostrich can have black and white feathers. Now, you've known ostrich is a bird that does not fly, instead it runs up to speeds of about 40 miles an hour, using those big wings of theirs to help them change direction as they run.
Oh.
Ủa, mình nàn chiều cũng dài.
ใหญ่มาก
พื้นที่ใหญ่จริงคือแบบว่า
โคตรเขียวจังเลยอะ
That just about wraps up our safari, guys. Now if you're interested in learning more about the animals that we saw today, and interested in seeing some more, I do suggest visiting Gorilla Falls. There you see some gorillas, meerkats, snake and mole rats. Even some Madagascan just like cockroaches. You also see some gravy zebras down at Gorilla Falls. Now the gravy zebras just recently had a couple of bolts. So if you want to check out some baby zebra, I do suggest checking out Gorilla Falls. And if you are going to spend some more time here in Africa, guys, I do suggest going to see the Festival of Flying King show. This is the number one race show here in all of Africa. We have a show every hour on the hour. Last showing will be at 6 p.m.